Hey everyone, I just want to show you a couple important things in NWEA. If you have any students who show up for testing who you cannot find in the system, there's a couple important steps I want you to follow. First, I would like you please to search for the students by their student ID number. For example, this student, Emily Garcia Morales, I received an email from their principal saying they were not in the system, that they're missing from the roster. And if I search just by her name, I see 0 profiles found. However, if I search by just her student ID number, then she shows up for me. And again, it could just be the way that the names were put into the system. Obviously, there was a mistake here where her last name got put in for her first name. So if you'll search by their student ID, you can make sure that they're not already in the system before you add a student. If your student is already in the system, but they're not showing up on your rosters, then what you want to do is click into their profile. So you'll check next to their name, click View Update. And you want to scroll down to make sure that they have the spring 25-26 term added. Obviously, this student does not, and that's why she's not on any rosters to be able to be tested. So we click Add Term. You want to add the spring 25-26. Make sure you're adding the correct grade level for this student. And then you need to make sure, please make sure that all of the sections that have this red R next to them, R stands for required, or you can also think of it as reporting. If the students don't have these filled in, then they will not show up on reports. So please do your best to fill in their grade level, their ethnicity, and then keep scrolling down because you also need to fill in their school and their class. Every student should be added to a class, and the instructor, you can just type in the principal's name. So for Bridge, we're Wisham, and then select their grade level. Okay, so you don't have to assign them to their homeroom teacher or their actual instructor, just assign them to the principal and grade level class. That way we can make sure that they show up on reports. If any student has a class missing from this section, they will not show up on any reports and it will be as if they didn't test. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and also add this student to the all students class. Everybody should be in 2 classes, their grade level and then the all students class. Okay, so now that I've checked, I've made sure I filled in all of the required reporting attributes, the grade level, the ethnicity, the school, and the class. Now I can click Add Term. Scroll back down, make sure you've got Spring 25-26 listed under your student, then click Continue. It says a profile for the student may exist. This is a different student, Juan Garcia Morales. You can see that it's a different student ID number, so we can ignore duplicates and continue. And then finally hit Submit. Okay, so this student should be now ready to test. So that's the first step. If you have a student who is missing from your rosters or who looks like they're not able to test, please search them by student ID first and then check in their terms, make sure they have spring 25-26 term added. If you search by their student ID and their name and they're still not coming up, then you can create a student. This should be really only for maybe your brand new students who have just enrolled. Make sure, once again, that you're filling in all of their reporting attributes. So anything that has this red R next to it, please make sure that those are filled in. And on the next page, you'll fill in the school and the class as well before you add that student. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. You can reach out by email or you can always text or call me. And I hope you guys have a great week of testing.